Next is the decision of the Labour Party's presidential candidate in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, to threaten a lawsuit against lawyer and political activist Deji Adeyanju over a series of alleged defamatory publications circulated on social media. Now, acting through his solicitors, led by senior advocate of Nigeria, Alex Ejiesime, Obi alleges that Adeyanju repeatedly made false and injurious statements about him in public discourse and on various online platforms. Obi is demanding an immediate public retraction of all such statements alongside an unreserved written apology. But former political editor with This Day newspaper and media advisor to the past national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Obi Abonyi, has described as a lie the statement made by Adeyanju against Obi. Adeyanju had allegedly tweeted that Obi told him that he invested Anambra State funds into his family business and also offered him some monetary bribe. However, Abonyi, who said he was with Obi when he met Adeyanju, said the former governor never made such statement or offered any money. While joining us in the studio, I'm glad to have a former political editor with This Day newspaper and media advisor to previous PDP national chairman, Obi Abonyi. He's also a political associate of Peter Obi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, I mean, you've issued a statement trying to clarify what actually happened. I mean, can you reflect on that meeting between Peter Obi and Deji Adeyanju? And you have said that Deji had wanted a ticket for the Ahmad Buhari federal constituency to be given to him by the Labour Party. But of course, maybe because he didn't get that, that could have led to this kind of comments.
Well, I wouldn't want to go into insinuating from that angle. I was actually at the meeting, not only at the meeting, but I brokered it. When I was in PDP, I headed a media committee to revive PDP. And at that time, some of these activists were coming around, and Deji was among them. That was when I met Deji. And we cultivated a relationship. So immediately after Mr. Peter Obi got the Labour Party ticket in May 2022, the euphoria of that time, Deji was contemplating running for House of Representatives for Abuja. And I felt that the Labour Party needed somebody like him who is young and activist, popular, and all those things. And I discussed it with Obi. I said, look, we need somebody like this who can try to arouse the public. And I arranged for us to meet. And three of us met in the night. And we discussed amicably. Obi, as usual, welcomed the meeting and explained his life, how he came into politics and what he has done and all those things. After explaining, Deji was also touched. He started his own story and talked about how the mother played huge impact on him and all that.
Yeah, the mother case that was filed against him.
No.
Or his own mother.
Mother.
Oh, okay. I thought
you understand?
No.
I didn't have a we didn't discuss any other thing except after Obi finished his story, Deji now told his own story. And at the end of the day, we left there. It was a long discussion and a very friendly discussion. Because before then, Deji was in the public space, various statements and all that, supporting that this is the best man for this job. So it was based on that the meeting was even brokered in the first place. And after the meeting, 4 weeks after, he issued a statement, tweeted that Obi told him in that meeting that invested government money in his family business.
That's the Anambra State government.
Yes, government money in his family business. I couldn't imagine whether it's the one I attended.
And you were there all through? Was there also any offer of monetary inducement?
I was there. Not only that, I was there all through. I left there with Deji.
Interesting.
So when I saw that statement, my initial reaction was that, could they have met without me?
somewhere else apart from that meeting.
You understand? Because the way he presented it was so assertive that it would be difficult for you to begin to doubt whether it's the one who participated. So I called Deji. I said, what happened? Did you meet with P2B in another place after I left or another place? He didn't give me any response. And I issued a statement 2022.
Yeah, I mean, I received that statement. Yes. We reported
yes,
it. And you've just gone ahead to issue another statement. I mean, so, but what do you think would be the primary motive for Adeyanju's revelation? Because he says he's prepared to go to court if indeed Obi takes him to court and that he has evidence.
Well, I am curious because I will love to know, in terms of what may have prompted it, that will be going into Deji's mind, which I don't want to go. You understand? But I'm curious to see if this matter goes to court. Then let me see that. Because if it's something I was an outsider, then I was okay, maybe this happened, or you can never swear for anything. But for this one, I cannot imagine.
Well, maybe the lawyers will be reaching out to you to serve as a primary witness in the case.
No, but to me, this matter is a distraction to the project.
You think so?
Yes.
You think that maybe some people, because I mean there have been allegations against Deji against him online, that maybe the APC is trying to use him. Some people even brought out, different insinuations that he had an alleged murder case previously, and then of course one of the people who helped him out was Festus Keyamo. Maybe Deji is working for the APC and all of that through the back door to stop Obi. I mean, different things. How the online space is like. I mean, do you think, as a political editor, this is calculated to distract Obi?
Definitely. Definitely, because given the way Deji is pursuing it, you know that there's some political undertone. Otherwise, if you made an allegation against somebody and say he's going to court, why rush to the media and start a media trial?
Well,
you are a lawyer.
He claims that some of Peter Obi's supporters are all out against him, abusing him.
See,
they even allegedly said that, I mean, one of the supporters, Sarah Ibrahim, had called his wife a whore, and I mean, all sort of things happening. And Peter Obi did not caution his supporters, particularly this person, allegedly.
I don't know whether he's in Peter Obi's camp to know how Peter Obi reacts to things. Because he's not qualified to say that P2B did not do something because he wouldn't know and he's not there. But the truth of the matter is that the way Deji is taking it, if you have made an allegation against somebody and you are a lawyer, go to court. Like I said, when this meeting took place, Deji was not a lawyer.
Yes.
And now he is a lawyer. I expected something more mature in handling this case.
Yeah, but I love the way you actually put it too, that these gentlemen are your friends, two of them, and that you would love to see how this can actually be settled. Is there any way that there could be maybe an out-of-court settlement if it does get to court, or you wouldn't even allow it to get to court in the first instance? Is there any way you could bring these two gentlemen together?
Well,
you think it's too late?
I am not a lawyer, and when lawyers are involved in a case, it's only them that will determine the extent. Me, as a journalist and a friend of the two, I don't mind. Because to me, Obi is focused on the ball.
Yeah, but he feels injured. I mean, he said his reputation has been injured. Deji too is also saying that he feels injured by obedience who are also abusing the hell out of him and all of that.
The thing is, anybody who has been following Obi's trend, Obi don't react to criticism, except when he goes to personalized things like this.
All right.
You understand? He doesn't like it. Even this one, I can tell you pressure is on him. Why are you going to court?
Yes, I mean...
You understand? you understand? But the point is, it has to do with his reputation. So at a point, you have to look at both ways. But it doesn't mean it cannot be out of court. You understand? It's something that can be settled out of court. But it depends on the disposition of... If the media trial continues, nobody will just sit down and wait. But the most important thing is that it's a distraction to the main project.
All right, Abonyi, before we actually end this conversation, I want to speak from a higher level. some people are saying that Peter Obi, by threatening to go to court, that means that he can't swallow what his own supporters are giving to others. That people like President Bola Tinubu, I mean, a whole lot of obedience have abused him, but he chose not to go to court. That can't Peter Obi act from a much more higher level? And, you know, look at this, maybe like a distraction and ignore it. Because Tinubu has been abused severally, Atiku too has been abused severally, and other leaders, yet they don't go to court. That this is the price you have to pay for putting yourself out there.
That is to an angle, but anybody who has been following Peter Obi since he became a national figure at presidential level, we know that nobody has been so abused in the media space like him. Somebody like Reno Mokori was hired just to attack him. Has he talked to me? Has he gotten to God?
I mean,
there are so many other.
Always read.
You understand?
Their interactions.
There are so many other characters. You understand? And even if, like they just said, he offered him money and he refused and all that. Anybody who knows Peter Obi is a Catholic, an ardent Catholic, and he went to adoration ground of Mbaka. And Mbaka wanted him to pronounce a mount with the crowd there who will clap for him and they will pray to him. Say, look, I don't mention money. Yeah. Show me the project, I'll do for you. And I will do it. And this created some dispute between him and Father Mbaka.
All right,
that is Peter Obi when it comes to money issue. This matter, there are so many criticisms Obi has received. This because this touched on his person. He has, look, the presidential spokesperson, Bayo Nanuga, woke up the other day and said Peter was organizing during the protest.
All right.
And he threatened to go to court. That is spokesman of the president. So it's not about if you attack Peter on issues, on politics, on his politics and all that, you don't mind. But when you now come to his image, direct image, but that doesn't mean the matter should be allowed to be a distraction.
All right, I'm afraid we don't have enough time, but you've said it very clearly. Both gentlemen are your friends, and we just hope that people like you and other elders can get involved and see how they can resolve this mutually, I mean, so that it doesn't get to court and all of that.
Well, we pray so because why we don't want the distraction to the main project. Okay. And what is the main project? Creating a new Nigeria with Peter Obi, which is possible.
All right. I must thank you so much. Obi Abonyi is a former political editor of This Day newspaper, which is our sister publication. And of course, he's been out there as a media aide to several leaders, especially those of the PDP, former PDP national chairman and all of that. We must thank you so much for joining us to clarify these issues between your friends that is ongoing and hope that it will be ending pretty soon. Well, that's the much we can take on this edition of This Week. Thanks to our production team here in Abuja, Lagos and London. Do join us same time next week for another exciting edition. I'm Somna Sambo.